Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Success Spotlight Talk Show. I'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm here. I'm here on this lovely Wednesday morning. Hello, Nina Holiday. Ooh, I like that name. How you doing, sis? Thank you so much for hopping on. Please let me know where you're tuning in from because I've never seen you on my live before. But thank you guys for joining. So as you guys know, and let me just pull this live up on my device here so I can make sure that my sound is coming in good. Awesome. My sound is coming in good. If y'all can see and hear me clearly, please type in number 1 in the chat. And thank you to all my replayers. Oh, my voice sounds so weird this morning. I sound like I'm just going through puberty. Yes, don't I? Oh, you from Little Rock, Nina? Awesome. Thank you for joining. Do you have a business? Yeah. Do you have a business? Let me know in the chat. What do you do? And guys, we have really gotten out of that whole routine of posting and commenting our business information in the chat. And I know it's mainly because I haven't prompted you guys to do it, but let's start that momentum again this morning. So whenever I'm doing my Success Spotlight show or my Success Spotlight after show, which is normally broadcast live later on in the day, I want you guys to post who you are, where you're from, and what type of business, what do you offer? And also end it off with how people can contact you. Do you have a website? Do you have a any link, email, handle, wherever? So that way, you know, we all can connect and network with each other. Because when we was doing that consistently, I was getting so many inbox messages from many of you guys who say, you know, Coach, I got a brand new client, I got a brand new customer, I got a brand new lead because I put my information on your live. So I love to hear those type of things because as we all join together, we grow. Everyone grows. So it's a win-win situation. So if you're watching me for the very first time, my name is Letitia Campbell. I'm the CEO and founder of the Campbell Success Network, curator of the Sales Success Academy. I am a mompreneur, mother of 4 children, now pregnant 19 weeks with my 5th child. I've been building my business online for over 10 years. I actually left my job back on August 11th of 2017 to do this full time. I've traveled and spoke all over the world as a head trainer, head coach for many programs. And I teach you guys. I work with women who are course curators. I work with women who are service providers. I work with women in network marketing. And I help you guys discover your unique routine, strategy, and plan that's going to allow you to generate more sales online. And for those of you who just want to sort of get an idea of how to get started with converting your potential customers or your potential clients to actual sales, I encourage you to join my membership club community. It's called the Sales Success Academy Membership Club Community. It's for those of you guys who are just wanting to get rid of all the fluff, right? And really get some hardcore information, some hardcore training. We've been talking about this month inside of my membership club about email marketing and how to create email marketing systems. So if you want to learn that as well and actually get templates, copies, sequences, you name it, go to bit.ly/beast mode success. It's only $9, guys, per month, and I am raising that price. But if you get in now, you get to keep that $9 per month price. It's $9 per month, $9 per month to be a part of this membership community. And every month we have a theme, and I'm answering questions. I'm doing monthly Q&A calls. I'm uploading trainings in there every week. Like, I'm 1,000% super active in that group, and the community is amazing. So this morning we were going to have Sasha Figueroa on the show. Sasha, if you're on here, if you could put up some emojis. Yes. Okay. Nina said, loving yourself accessories. Nina K, Slay Hair. Awesome. Good. And Nina, where can people reach you? Where can people reach you, love? Thank you for posting it. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Yes. So like Sasha Figueroa was supposed to be on the show this morning, but she's not feeling well. So make sure that you guys are giving her your prayers and your love and everything. But the show must go on, as you guys always know. So I'm going to like sort of step in for Sasha, because normally OBM and VA and systems is her gig, is her thing. So I know she's in the chat here, and she's going to be, hey, Natasha, how are you? She's going to be sort of putting in her points in the chat as well. So I will definitely post that on the screen. But I want to go over 3 things this morning, guys. 3 things this morning. Today's topic is, excuse me, give me 1 second. So today's topic is, let me make sure I get that right. Let me put it here in the, post it up here on the screen for you guys. I forgot to add this as a banner. Okay. So today's topic is how to overcome the top 3 obstacles to proper delegation in your online business. Let me repeat that again. How to overcome the top 3 obstacles to proper delegation in your online business. So let's go over number 1, guys. Let's go over number 1. I know for a lot of us who have been building and running a business for many, many years, it is almost difficult for us to delegate things, especially if you already initially designed your business to be a solo business, right? So I wish early on in my business, when I started over 10 years ago, that I had set up systems and wrote things down early on. So that way it would have been easier for me to hand off things when that time comes. Nowadays, it's getting easier. Why? Because I'm about to have a baby in 21 weeks. So I have no choice. But I don't want you guys to get to that point where you have no choice but to make the decision to delegate, because you may end up working with the wrong person. You may end up, not getting all the systems delegated the way you want it to be. And we as women, we worry a lot, right? We worry a lot. And first thing, guys, if you didn't share this out, please make sure that you share this out. If you're noticing I'm moving my head back and forth, I'm live on like 6 different platforms right now. So I want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone's comment. So let's go with number 1, guys. Giving up control and being the expert. Giving up control and being the expert. One of the things that I personally realize in business is that my zone of genius is my own personal zone of genius. The things I know how to do well, or the things that I like to do, doesn't necessarily mean I should actually be doing them. Right? Am I right, Sasha? I have my girl Sasha in the comments here. She's going to be helping me with this. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of things we like to do and we can handle ourselves. But we're like, listen, if we just hand that off to somebody else, we could end up doing other things that's going to allow us to really dominate our business instead of that thing that we love to do, right? That thing that we love to do. But we're like, listen, is this thing that I love to do, is it producing me income, or is it just sort of like an admin task or just a back end task, right? Good. Sasha said, yes, 100%. It's so freaking true. So we're so stuck on a lot of times. Yeah, I can see your comments. I can see your comments, Sasha. I have it right here on the screen, my love. So a lot of times we get in our own heads because we're the CEO, we're the founder, right? And not really understanding that actual real CEOs and actual real founders do not do every single thing in their business. Somebody type in wow. They're not doing everything in the business. They're not the cashier and the custodian and the manager. And you know what I'm saying? They're not everything in their business. They do what is going to help them produce income in their businesses, and everything else gets delegated over to somebody else. So being the expert doesn't mean you have to do everything, that you're supposed to be doing everything. And this is why a lot of entrepreneurs get overwhelmed. This is why, because they don't really understand the concept of what everyone's supposed to get done. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I had a conversation with a lady the other day, and she was telling me how she had somebody build her website, but trying to get them to put things up on her site right away whenever she's launching something, and she wants something like, let's say if she's doing a summit or a webinar or a class, and she wants the marketing on her website right away. Because, you know, sometimes with us entrepreneurs, we'll get an idea on Monday and we're going to execute it on Friday. But she was trying to be, I was telling her, you're trying to get your designer to be your VA, right? Help me here, Sasha. Help me here now. You're trying to get your designer to be your VA. And the designer's only responsibility is to design. Okay, not no maintenance, no keeping up with your marketing calendar. You know what I'm saying? And we sort of get mixed up and confused because we don't know what we don't know with the roles that everyone plays in our business, right? And maybe you're giving somebody a role in your business that's not supposed to have that role. And granted, they probably say yes, they could do that role. They probably told you, oh, no worries, no brainer. I got this. I'll take care of that. I'll put this up. And then all of a sudden it takes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days for them to get back to you. And then there's frustration because you're getting content before your actual launch, which is like not good. Sasha said it's hard for CEOs to understand that you can't do it all. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that you can't do it all. It's actually, you know, you should never want to do it all, right? You should never want, because you're only one person. You're only one person. You're only one individual. And, you know, it's impossible to be everywhere at one time. Yeah, many, I'm sorry, Sasha said, yeah, many don't realize that. I'm sorry, yeah, many don't realize how many moving parts there are in a launch. It's a lot of moving parts. And a lot of you guys don't have enough people to consistently keep those moving parts going. Right? A lot of you guys don't have enough people to consistently keep those moving parts going, right? So going back to what I was mentioning regarding giving up control, you know, giving up control is not a bad thing. Giving up control is you telling yourself, listen, this particular task, I want to be able to do other things. You want to grow, you want to evolve in your business. You want to make sure that when somebody's reaching out to you, you can get back to them. You want to make sure that all your leads are being nurtured and things like that. Everything that has to do with circumstances business, right? But if you're doing something that's keeping you from getting to that thing, you know, it's going to really, hey, Jermaine, how are you? It's going to really hurt you in the long run. And you don't want that to happen. I'm being quite honest. A lot of entrepreneurs are very, very hard-headed. I've worked with a lot of women who are great, great individuals. But a lot of times when it comes to delegation, when it comes to, I know I had a client that, you know, hiring VA services, they expect a huge, massive result in 30 days. And it doesn't work like that, especially if you don't even have a system early on. So it's very, very important that we must understand that this is for the long term, not the short term. Sasha said you are an expert in your space, not the other member's space on the team. Another thing though, Sasha, too, you're totally right. It's a lot of times you can hire somebody on your team, right, that can do that thing that you love to do better than you can. Somebody type in wow. It's the truth. They can do that thing that you adamantly love to do better, faster, more efficient, more better than you can. Right? And so I know some of y'all, I'm touching on some toes. Hey, Dr. Ray, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Yes. So, delegating things help you to, instead of trying to be an expert at everything, delegating certain things that's going to allow you to discover other people's potential, right? Am I doing good, Sasha? Because Sasha's supposed to be my guest today, but she's not feeling well. So guys, please pray for Sasha, because this is her thing, and I'm hopping off representing her 100%. Sasha, if you could put your website up, that'd be awesome. So let's jump on to number 2, and I'm going to be taking, for the number 2 point for this morning, I'm going to be taking what Sasha's wording is. She sent it to me to more explain this particular point, which is to accept that delegation will be more work in the short term, Accept that delegation will be more work in the short term. Let me show you guys exactly what she means by that. As a solopreneur, we don't have to carve out time for team meetings every day. Every time we hire on a new team member, there are a certain amount of trainings that goes into making their transition to your business or my business a smooth one. I know so many entrepreneurs who think that delegation is supposed to make their lives easier and kill the overwhelm overnight. These are also entrepreneurs who have a new VA every 3 months. Wow, a new VA every 3 months, and don't have a single team member who's been with their business for over a year. And it shows in their business. If they want to grow their business, they must start delegating. But if you want to start delegating, you must be ready to grind. I pour my heart and soul into training my lead OBMs. The first 3 months can be a hustle. That's true. Yeah. So that's what she mentioned, guys, and I can absolutely relate to which point that she put up here. That a lot of times people are getting new VAs on a consistent basis, and they have that huge turnover with VAs, right? But a lot of entrepreneurs don't have virtual VAs or team members that they've had for years. I'm pretty much lucky because I have Therese, and I think she's on here. She's been my VA for over 3 years now, very, very long time. But I had a lot of VAs prior to that, you know what I'm saying, that didn't just, no matter how long we've been working together, they just did not get the work done. All right. So Dr. Ray said, so is there room in successful business for EGO? That may be a hindrance to, I'm sorry, ego. I said EGO. Is there room in the success? I'm sorry. Is there room in a successful business for ego? That may be a hindrance to delegation. What do you think about that, Sasha? Thank you, love. Yeah, she's not feeling well, so just please, please, please pray for her. Yes. Hey, oh, here goes Therese. Hey, love. How are you? Yes, so I'm filling in for Sasha, love. I'm filling in for Sasha, guys. So I hope I'm doing a great, great job for y'all. I hope I'm doing a great, great job for y'all. Those of you guys who just hopped on, we're talking about how to overcome the top 3 obstacles to proper delegation in your online business. Good morning, Therese. Good morning, Therese. So I'm waiting for Sasha to comment on that part, the question that Dr. Ray had. Yeah. Oh, Sasha said no room. Check at the door. There's no room for egos. And I think, Sasha, you and I talked about that 2 weeks ago, where a lot of times when you are building a empire, right, you have this company, right, and you have multiple VAs. You have some VAs that probably was with you for such a period of time, and they'll get offended if you're hiring more people under your team. And that has everything to do with that individual's own personal ego, with their own personal limiting beliefs, and even a confidence issue. Like, you should be happy that your CEO, the founder, is growing so big that they're actually hiring more people. It could end up getting you a higher pay. It could end up getting you more better responsibility, or taking some stuff off of your shoulders that you don't have to do, so you can focus on killing and crushing the tasks and procedures and systems that you already are doing. So let's go over this last point this morning, guys, and I will hop on later on. Oh my God, Tasha has a comment here. Sasha said, with the right systems, you will be able to get started in a good time. It's just not going to happen overnight, or sometimes even in the first 30 days. No, it's not going to happen that way. It's not going to happen in the first 30 days. It's not an overnight thing. It's not an overnight transition. And you know what? Also, Sasha, what I've noticed when I've worked with a couple of people in the past, and Therese would tell you that we offered services for them, and they assumed that things were going to be turned around overnight in a month, right? Looking at them now, they're still in that same place they were before we started working with them. Because they decide to say, well, I'm just going to do this on my own. I'm just going, I'm saying? They're still right now they're not growing. They're still in that same place, that same position that they were before we started working with them. So really, those of you guys who are not looking into OBM services or VA services, you are missing out on your blessing by being so stubborn, right? By being so impatient. right? Because you're looking at your competition and you're seeing that they're growing, they're evolving, but how long did it take them to get to that point? You're not understanding. Like, it's like what Eric Thompson says, nobody understands the grind. Nobody understands. Everybody wants the glitz, the glam, the money, the cars, the houses, the jewelry, but nobody wants to understand or tap into the grind. They don't, because you're looking at that light at the end of the tunnel, but you're not trying to get to that darkness to weed your way through. And you're looking at your competitors and you're like, oh my God, they're so amazing, they're so awesome, da da da. And then you're going back to your team, you're like, why can't we be like her? Or why can't we be like him? How long did it take that person that you're looking at to get there? It wasn't overnight. And your patience is going to rob you, your impatience, sorry, is going to rob you of your blessing. Your impatience, guys, is going to rob you from getting to that next level. Don't sit there and ask God for more money and more followers and more attention if you're not willing to be patient and allow the process to take its course. Hello? All y'all read the Bible like I do. When Jesus was walking, what happened? The woman had to crawl to touch the hem of his garment. And some of y'all are not willing to crawl. Y'all willing to sit there and whine, complain. Then you want to get online and talk about somebody. Then you want to turn around and say, this is not working. Boo-boo, it's only been a month. Are you serious right now? But it's true, and Therese will attest to that. Those individuals, when we look at them now, they're in the same position that they were before we started working with them, because their impatience robbed them of their next level success. You can't get to the next level by yourself. And let me tell you something, there's a lot of things that I look in the mirror every day and I have to say, Letitia, you need to let this task go and give it to somebody else. Why are you sitting here doing data entry and requesting content and information when you can actually give this to somebody else? I sat here at this computer one day and I was so mad at myself because it was one task that I do in my business that takes me over an hour to do. Why am I doing it? That's why I asked myself, I was like, why are you doing this? It's like I have a manager in my head that's walking across my desk like, why are you doing this? This is not your job. Like, girl, get it together. What is you doing? Like, that's how I talk to myself, you know? Hey Miriam, how are you? Happy to see you on. Like, am I stepping on some toes this morning? Am I touching any points? Yes, you honestly need to hire a VA before you need one. Oh, go ahead, Sasha. Preach, girl. I'm gonna repeat this again for the ones in the back. You honestly need to hire a VA before you need one. Somebody type in before you need one. Amen. That's a preaching point right there. Where are my piano keys? Where my piano keys at? I want to give me a little keyboard. When y'all giving a good comment, I want to like hit the keyboard, right? If you understand the importance of an investment in your business, you should build your team before you need them. Another thing I feel though, Sasha, and you and I both know this, right? I always tell a lot of entrepreneurs, I'd be like, you don't need another coaching program, right? You need a sales and marketing manager. Okay, that's what I am. I'm a sales and marketing manager. You don't need another coach. You've been mentored out. You've been motivated enough. Many of you guys already know what to do in your business. You already know the moving part, managing your business, right? Who has a whole team of people that's going to help you get done all the way from sales to marketing to attention to everything done in your business. That's going to keep your business moving. And the reason why a lot of women, when they're starting a business and they stop their business after a year or two, is because they're just listening and they're not doing. Some of y'all think that hiring a coach is a way of you actually working your business. No, it's guiding you along the way. You should always have a coach, but what's the sense in sitting there listening if you're not actually taking action? That coach is not going to do your business for you. He or she is not going to run your business for you. They're going to take your money, but they're not going to run your business for you. Right? I find myself reinventing the process. Don't. And I think, you know what, Miriam, you reinvent the process because you have to have that level of confidence that the process that you're currently doing is actually a workable and doable process. Now, you could be flexible. If something's not working, change it. But give it time. Hello? Give it time to work. Give it time. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we need to fly and crash and burn sometimes to really discover what it is that we're going to do next time. But give it time. If you're switching from one thing one month to another thing the next month, and you haven't given that process enough time to work itself out, or even discover whether or not you should be in fact doing that process, then you're going to be just like that hamster effect. You know, that shiny object effect, going here, going there, going everywhere, and you're not getting anything done. It may look like you got a lot done on the surface, you know, but you look at your bank account and it's like double digits, you know. I was on a PR Zoom yesterday. The CEO was like, if you have a good VA, then you are ahead of the game. Blink, 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 boop. Yes, Dr. Ray. Yeah, give me my piano keys, honey. Yes. Sasha said, yep, a client of mine said something today that hit hard. We need those who will act, not those who only have good intentions. Yes, you need those who will act, not the ones who don't have good intentions. Guys, I encourage y'all to get inside my membership club, bit.ly/beast mode success. If you haven't joined already, please make sure that you join. Oh my God, y'all don't understand. There's so much stuff that I'm been talking about and preparing for on the back end that June, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready, boo-boo. Let's go to the final point for this morning. Learn from experience and embrace flexibility. Learn from experience and embrace flexibility. I don't care who you're working with. If you're not experiencing some things, you're never going to discover who you are as an entrepreneur woman. Like being an entrepreneur has tested me in ways that a job never tested me. Because at a job, you're living up to somebody else's expectations, to somebody else's rules and guidelines and performance level. But when you're a businesswoman, the only person you're truly in competition with is yourself. Don't y'all know that? I find myself every single day trying to become a better Letitia than I was yesterday. It's a testament. God didn't call us to sit back and look at everyone else and be jealous or envious or want what they have. He allows us to wake up every morning and say, how can my daughter, that's how God talks for me. He'd be like, daughter, how can you be a better individual than you was yesterday? So I tell people I don't have competition. People say, who are your competitors? I don't have no competitors because I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no, listen, I don't care what Becky with the good old hair over there is doing. I don't care what such and such is doing over there on that island. I don't care because I'm the shit. There's nobody like me. There's nobody better than me. That's how I feel. And that's not me having an ego. That's me being self-aware that I have put time, energy, and effort in this game, and nobody's better than me. And there's nothing wrong with telling yourselves that. That's why I tell people all the time when they say, who are you? I say, I'm the #1 sales and marketing manager. Because at the end of the day, I'm #1 to somebody. And I told my clients this a couple of weeks ago. At the end of the day, you are #1 to somebody. There's people out of everybody else online chose to work with you. You are the #1 to somebody. So titling yourself as that, I'm the #1 of this, or I'm the #1 of that. You keep repeating that over and over again. Look, watch all the blessings you're going to get after that. That's beyond confidence. That's a surety that you are accepting the assignment that God has called you into. So I see the most unconfident entrepreneurs that I've ever seen before in the past 2 months. Because of this pandemic, everybody's sad, everybody's suppressed, everybody's worried about how much money is in somebody else's pocket. It's like, hello, remember, you're still #1 though. You're still #1. You ain't #2, 3, 4, 5. You're #1. So if you know that you are chosen, then act that way. Don't show up and be like, oh my God, I don't know. I think I'm showing up too much. I think I'm posting too much. Oh my God. I think I'm reaching out to people too much. Girl, what's wrong with you? Stop it. Stop it. See yourself how God sees you. You are number one. And let me just be quite clear, ladies. I'm saying this and for the purpose of getting you guys to understand that you're number one to somebody. And two, it doesn't mean that there's going to be days that you're not going to question yourself. There's days that I question myself, but you know why I do that? Because I'm not content. I will never be content. I was listening to this video Eric Thompson did, and he totally hit it on the nail. Never be content with where you are. Always want more. Never be content with the position that you're in or the point that you're in your business. Always want more. Always reevaluate and self-evaluate yourself. I do that all the time. Never assume, because I worked with some coaches that they had such a big ego. Okay, like they didn't need they didn't want to take advice. They didn't want to take any type of tips. They didn't want to take any new ideas. They were stuck on stupid, and they were fine with it, and that's okay. But how are you going to grow? And when there's a natural disaster that happens, you're still focusing on only marketing this when it's not what people need. Nobody want to be on no cover, no magazine when they're trying to put food in their refrigerator. Hello. All the people that be like, oh, I have my business, I'm on an island, da, da, da. Now they're sitting back, dang, I wish I was back in the US so I could be able to order some Uber Eats or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just stop. Hello. We need the name of that voice. That's the New York, I guess that's a New York way of talking. Yeah, like, girl. Yes, Crystal said, I'm the number one nonprofit professional coach. Yes, you are. If we say it, so shall it become. If you're not saying I'm the number one, I'm the bomb.com, there's nobody else better than me. The way you walk and talk is going to be beyond different, right? Beyond different. But if you're stumbling on your words, you have an issue with confidence. Hey, Sunny. She said that's the word. Never be satisfied with mediocrity. You have to evolve. You have to evolve. And I don't understand why so many entrepreneurs get so stubborn when it comes to working with somebody that's going to be able to do all these things, help them with all these things for you with assets and what have you. You can't get stuck on that. Thank you, Dr. Ray. So, like I said, learn from experience and embrace flexibility. That's the best way to get to the next level in your business, is by learning from your experience and keep moving forward. I was talking to Dr. Ray the other day, and I was telling her and I was discussing this. It's not easy building a business. It's not. But you got to choose your hard. Is it harder to work at a job right now? Or do you rather deal with the hard of working for yourself? Making however much money you want to make. There's no glass ceiling over your head. There's no risk of you laying yourself off, right? You got to choose your hard. I'm glad I left my job back in 2017, y'all. I'm so happy I did that. I was like, wow. When all this stuff started to pan out, I was like, wow, I am so glad that on August 11th of 2017, I was like, deuces. People looked at me like I was crazy. And that's another thing. There was one situation I had the other day, and I was going back and forth with an individual, and I had to stop myself. And God was telling me, look at this person. What has this individual accomplished? Let me tell you guys something. Every single thing I set myself out to do, I've accomplished. And a lot of people will be envious of that. They watch you and they see that you started a business, right? You're working your business. You're getting attention. Some of y'all have left your jobs, and they become envious of that. Because why argue with somebody that has never accomplished anything in their lives other than buying clothes, cars, and whatever? But they have no legacy. See, a business is more than just a business. You're building your legacy. Your great, great, great granddaughter is going to be talking about how much you inspired her to start her own hair business or start her own consulting business or build her own product. She's going to be referencing you. Thank you for sharing, Miriam. And we got to understand that this is bigger than us. I have 4 children. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. My children's children are going to be talking about Mama Campbell for many, 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 many decades, beyond my own death. When I leave this earth, my name will still be ringing across my bloodline. So this is bigger than your lack of confidence. This is bigger than your ego. This is bigger than all of that. It's not about how you feel about you. It's about how you feel about yourself, but it's also what are the people who really matter. Because y'all are focusing on the people who don't matter what they think. Y'all need to focus on the people who really matter. What are they going to say about you? You're going to sit back at their graduation or at their award ceremony, and they look at you in the crowd and say, wow, the reason why I'm here today is because my grandmother, Letitia Campbell, started her own business. And I watched her every day go through ups and downs and obstacles and speak in front of a room full of 5,000 plus people and didn't miss a beat. Y'all have to have that big vision. If y'all want to have a big business and make a lot of money, y'all need to have that big vision. And I'm pretty sure half of y'all who are watching this live are going to be bawling out, crying if that experience has ever will happen to you. And it will. And it will. You didn't go to this, you ain't going through all this for nothing. Choose your heart. Yes, choose your heart. Thank you so much, Miriam, for sharing. All right, y'all, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I'm gonna go get my day started, y'all. Get this homeschooling with the kids. But if this was a message for you, you definitely need to get inside my membership club. If this gave you any type of value, join my Sales Success Academy membership club today. It's only $9 per month to get inside. If you want to learn more, go to bit.ly/Beast Mode Success. And let me say this before I hop off. Let me say this. Don't disturb my peace. Okay? Please don't inbox me and say, hey, Letitia, I just saw your live. Can we have a conversation about your membership club? Boo-boo, it's $9. Somebody type in $9. Get inside, see how it is. And if you want to cancel, honey, you can cancel at any time. Honey, it's no fees, no penalties, no anything. Please do not inbox me and ask me to explain them. Everything is on that page. Okay? And let me tell you something. My membership club ain't for everybody. We do work. We do work. We do's work. So please don't disturb my peace. You might get cussed out today. I'm sorry. I never ever had to explain. I have tons of programs. Okay. I've never had to explain a $9 program ever as much as I do now. I'm looking at my inbox like, wait a minute, what? You want me to explain what? Girl, it's $9. Some of y'all spend $9,000 on a coach and didn't get anything. Don't disturb my peace, please. Not today. After this, I got to do homeschooling for 6 hours. Get inside. Get inside. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But everything is on that page. Okay. Please don't disturb my peace. Okay. I'm just saying, listen, it's $9, y'all. What is that? 3 cents a day. People banking on 3 cents a day. Like, oh my God, I can't pay my rent now. Some of y'all spent so much money on your business, you didn't even tell your husband. Your last coach, you had to move money here, move money from there, right? And you tell your boo, listen, I ain't got it. And you ain't telling him the reason why you don't got your half of the mortgage payment this month. Because you done spent $5,000, $10,000 with somebody else and you ain't getting nothing. And you bucking on $9? Oh, I'm just asking a question. Okay. And this is how I'm going to answer it. Get out my inbox. Get off. Get out of my inbox, please. I'm not getting on no call with you to talk about $9. I'm not doing it. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And y'all need to be that same way too. I talk like this for y'all. Some of y'all got products and services and programs that y'all are overly explaining it. And y'all got to understand, if there's somebody to reach out to you and want you to explain the price, then they're like a level 2, level 3 prospect, meaning that their main decision is focused mainly on price. And you don't want that type of person around you. You want people who are results driven. They're coming to you and they're like, oh my God, Miriam, I know you're going to give me a result. So how much you charging? Oh, you charging $2,000? Okay, good. Let me send me an invoice. I'm gonna pay it right now. That those level 5 people are the ones that their only focus is results, results, results. So when I talk like this, I don't mean to be harsh or mean or anything like that. It's only to say, if I'm dealing with an individual that her number one or his number one focus is price, then you don't need to work with me. You don't need to work with me. I'm not your coach. Because your focus is on the wrong thing. And that's how people like that who are focused just merely on price, always the ones that get burnt. Because they're not looking at the value of what they're purchasing. They're not looking at whether or not this is going to actually give them a result. And they're not outcome based. I learned a lot in my business. I've been burnt a few times, but let me tell you something. It's the outcome that allowed me to go to that next level. I've learned something for each and every experience that I have dealt with in my business. Up, downs, middle, indifferent. It doesn't matter. bit.ly/beast mode success. Get inside my membership club community today. I need results driven people. You need results. And when you're around people who are results driven, you then find people who are attracted to your results driven. Never think that because that we're going through a time of uncertainty that everyone's broke. If that's what you're thinking, then you're going to find broke people. So yes, I do cuss out broke people in my inbox because I don't want them in there. Because if that means if you're around me, that means in some place you're attached to me, you're attached to my destination, and I can't have that. Broke is a mindset. It's not a reality. Because when I grew up, we didn't have a lot of money, but you wouldn't know it. Because we were the most happiest kids in the world. We was the most fattest kids on the block. Okay? You didn't know it. It's not that we're flashy, name brand. No, none of that stuff. Some of y'all need to stop looking how you feel. Because brokenness, indeed, it's a mindset. If you wish yourself into being rich, that will happen. Some of y'all are afraid to be rich. Y'all see that word rich? Oh, I don't think that's ever going to happen because I grew up in the projects and listen, that's not all the things are the things, honey. You could do whatever you want. You could do whatever you set your mind to. If you say, you know what, this year I'm going to make 6-7 figures, and that's how it's going to be. My number one goal is to buy a house in all cash. And yes, I get people that tell me, oh, you should take out a mortgage anyway. No. I want to leave this earth not owing nobody anything. Hello, I still got credit on my cable bill because I overpaid for stuff. I'm like, let me put a couple more $100 into this because I don't want to owe anybody anything. I was talking to a business contact about prospect levels. That's right. Oh, you laughing, Crystal? I don't want to leave this earth owing nobody anything. Listen, broke is a mindset. Broke is I'm broke. I don't got the money. Some of y'all listen. $9 ain't gonna break your rent. $9 ain't gonna break your mortgage payment. Some of y'all spend that on a man that hasn't even bought you anything in the past few months. Oh, it's Mother's Day. Where's my Mother's Day gift? Building wealth over here. That's right. Broke is a mindset. All right, y'all. I'm leaving on that note. Thank y'all for watching. Go to bit.ly/beast mode success. Get out of your own head and get into your grind. Beast mode success. bit.ly/beast mode success. I am Letitia Campbell, your #1 sales and marketing manager, and I will see you guys later today for the after show. Bye, guys.